why? So first of all, the computer is blocking half of the camera view because if I move it, you could see that, and no one wants to see that, so I'm just going to adjust that a bit. I mean, the video's going to block it anyway. I'm going to figure out how to do that in editing. Second of all, I am so sorry for not uploading that much. I know we're getting really close to 500, and I really should be making more videos so I can get to 500 and then make more videos, but for the past couple of weeks, days, whatever, I've been building in Minecraft. I've been building a city for my siblings, you know, and I'm far from done. I'm far from done. And while I was building, I want to say, like, this trailer came out yesterday, so whatever. The trailer for the SNL movie came out called Saturday Night, and I wanted to react to it, give my thoughts on it, but before I react to it, I want to mention two things. One, I'm going to be making a video about Jim Henson's time on SNL because my friend Luke told me that SNL did not treat Jim Henson that well, and this was before The Muppets and after Sesame Street. The timeline is a bit wonky, but that's besides the point. That will get its own separate video. Second of all, I'm going to state my opinion, not just about Jim Henson, because I just said I would do it, but I'm also going to mention this. But also, I'm going to state my opinion about Chevy Chase. Now, hold on, I can see all of the old people getting their pitchforks out, and they're going to finally cancel me, like, you know what, we liked you because you were talking about old shit, but now we don't like you because you're talking about my favorite white boy. Listen, he's your favorite old white man, first of all. Second of all, Chevy Chase has done a lot of bad things, and especially on SNL, and while I'm not professionally, you know, capable of talking about it, I implore you to go to the internet and find out what Chevy Chase did, because he's done a lot of bad shit. That includes his time on Community, so there you go. I also saw one clip of the trailer with Jim Henson's part in it, and not gonna lie, the guy they got to play Jim Henson, Nicholas Braun, girl, play him in a biopic. You're good. Also, for some reason, for Finn Wolfhard, it says his character's name is NBC. Girl, what the fuck? Okay, y'all know I had to figure this out. So, Finn Wolfhard's character is an NBC page. And what that is the NBC Page program is a 12-month paid fellowship at the NBC Universal Studios in New York City and Universal City, California. Pages contribute to various teams while on business, consumer, and contingent assignments. So that's what his character does. Now, the rest of the cast, we have Corey Michael Smith as Chevy Chase. From what I saw in a picture, they did a good job with that. I also just learned that Nicholas Braun also plays Andy Kaufman, who he was part of SNL. I don't know much about him. I'm sorry. I'm just more hyped about him playing Jim Henson. Real good job. But now here's where the casting gets, like, crazy. So Dylan O'Brien. Let's talk about Dylan O'Brien. He's playing Dan Aykroyd. Now, the first time I heard about that, I was like, oh. All right. I don't see a problem with Dylan O'Brien playing Dan Aykroyd. I think it's cool that Dylan O'Brien is playing Dan Aykroyd, and that's all I can say about that. Andrew Barth Feldman. Girl, I love Andrew Barth Feldman. I mean, I have never seen him perform. I was so close. No, wait, he's still in Little Shop, but I don't think I'm going to have that chance to see him. He's playing a guy named Neil Levy, or Levi, whatever. I don't know who that is. But we got two famous people, besides, you know, Dylan O'Brien. He seems to be the only, and Finn Wolfhard, and Ellen Hunt. Well, I mean, she's kind of famous. And whatever. The point is that Willem Dafoe and J.K. Simmons are in this movie. Willem Dafoe is playing David Tibet, who was an American theater publicist, network executive, and early in his career, a press agent for Your Show of Shows, starring Sid Caesar. J.K. Simmons is playing Milton Berle, who is an actor and a comedian, and he's dead, but he's been in a lot of stuff. He's been an entertainer for 8 decades, first in silent films and on stage as a child actor, and then on radio, movies, and television, and as the host of NBC's Texaco Star Theater. So We also got Matthew Rhys as RHYS, so don't, like, comment if you're saying that wrong, but whatever. He plays George Carlin. Rufus. I don't have to say anything else. Alright? I don't have to say anything else. And then we got Nicholas Podany as Billy Crystal. We all know who Billy Crystal is. There's no point in saying that. And then there's a Wikipedia page for it, but so far there's nothing yet. They got the marketing and the release. They need to update this because the trailer literally dropped. Oh no, they did release it. Never mind. They did say when the trailer dropped or whatever. But the production seems to be good. And they did give it a bunch of, hold on, what does it say here? On July 30th, it was announced the title was changed from the working title of SNL 1975 to Saturday Night, which was the original title of the show during its first season. That's pretty smart. What else we got here? It was also given the release date of October 11th, 2024, which is 49 years to the day that SNL premiered on NBC. It was also hinted that the film may hold its world premiere at the 2024 Toronto International Film Festival, which will be held on September 5th to the 15th. So, to those of y'all who are going to the Toronto International Film Festival, you DM me about the film. I mean, don't, like, you know, if you're under an NDA or whatever, I don't know how that works, but tell me your thoughts on it. On my Instagram, you know, go follow me on Instagram, first of all, sincerely_Nirvana 2.0. And if any of y'all are going to the Toronto International Film Festival, just tell me your thoughts. Don't spoil the movie. I mean, I'm not going to see it, so if you can even spoil it, tell me. I'm not going to give a shit. My closing thoughts before I react to the trailer and say my thoughts on the trailer. I know this video is like extremely long and I apologize for that. Please don't unsubscribe. I'm sorry. I'm just saying my thoughts. Because me and SNL, I've never... Here's the difficult thing about being SNL. I prefer a little bit of the older seasons, like 90s SNL, a little bit of the 2000s SNL, but anything beyond that, and also like in the beginning years, not me. Really not me. Some people have had problems with SNL because they don't know how to handle certain topics, but I did buy Adam Sandler's Best of SNL hits on DVD, so it's safe to say I am a SNL girly, to say the least. I dabble in a little bit of the David Spade, Adam Sandler, Chris Farley era of SNL. Let's not forget the times where grunge musicians were musical guest stars. Let's not forget when Dave Grohl was a guest star recently on SNL with Foo Fighters and Josh Freese, and he did an awesome job in the funny song skit, and I really... Here's my other opinion. I want Dave Grohl to host SNL so badly, bro. Dave Grohl is so funny. You ever been to a Foo Fighters concert? If you have, you know Dave is hilarious. Alright? And I think, and Dave has written some funny ass skits for Foo Fighters. You know, he basically wrote the Studio 666 movie, which I predicted was going to be a movie or whatever. I just need Dave to host SNL. But whatever, I'm done yapping. I swear I'm done yapping. This is my reaction to Saturday Night. Let's hope I don't cringe too much, because again, certain man, don't fuck this up if they, okay. Never mind, I'm gonna get into Chevy Chase after my reaction to the video.
Hey, free comedy show, plenty of seats, plenty of tickets left, guys, free show. Fuck's sake.
That's his job. October 11th, 1975.
So, big night.
I'm not going to say anything about Dylan O'Brien as Dan Aykroyd.
My name is Lorne Michaels. I'm the producer of Saturday Night.
The whole night?
Yeah, the whole night.
Chevy Chase, Gilda Radner, Dan Aykroyd. How the fuck do you pronounce this?
To Aykroyd, even I can say, you dumb shit. 90 minutes until air.
I was thinking, why don't we punt? We should run the dress rehearsal and claw back a win next Saturday.
We can't, Dick. It's a live show.
We're just not ready.
Doesn't matter that we're ready. It matters that it's 11:30. That's when we go on.
Lauren, all I'm trying to do is give you advice. It's in everyone's best interest, mainly yours.
Sorry, was that a threat?
Come on, Lauren. You haven't locked the script. Your crew is in open rebellion.
Fuck you! Fuck you! I definitely
Fuck you.
The writers on the 17th
Oh,
floor
there's
tied a belt around Big Bird's neck and hung him from my dressing room door.
I'm not gonna pause, but we'll talk about that later.
Tell me how you fit into this ensemble.
Oh, is this an ensemble?
NBC makes more money playing reruns of The Tonight Show.
NBC is lucky to have something as relevant as this show.
One they don't even want.
That's logical, Dick. That's why they're paying us all to be here.
I mean, we're 90 minutes of live television by a group of 20-year-olds who've never made anything. Do you ever stop and wonder why they said yes? A counterculture show starring total unknowns with zero narrative and even less structure.
Wait, Dan Aykroyd was an unknown guy back then? Wasn't Ghostbusters? Whatever.
They want you to fail.
Well, too bad the show didn't fail. I mean, it's not too bad, because, like, whatever.
Just have to make it to air.
Yeah. Saturday night.
Am I still in the show?
Jesus Christ.
Ooh, that's Chevy Chase. Oh, whew. Okay, let's say my thoughts. First of all, Jim Henson's role in SNL. What was it? Let me say it briefly because it's going to get its own video. But Jim Henson had a skit on SNL on the first season, which is what the movie's about. But his skit was called The Land of Gork. Gork. It doesn't matter what the name is because the show really didn't do that well. This was after Sesame Street, so like a year, not a year after, because this SNL 1975, so this was like a couple of years after Sesame Street. Yeah, they didn't really like Jim on SNL. I'm not going to explain it in this video. So now that we've gotten that out of the way, let's talk about the elephant in the room. I am so nervous about one specific character / person in this movie that I'm worried they're going to get rid of certain details. When it comes to biopics, certain biopics, I'm not going to name names, tend to leave out details. I will name names. There's a couple of biopics that tend to leave out details. We have the Monkees biopic, the Doors biopic, even the Queen biopic, maybe the Elton John biopic, I have no idea. What else we got? David Bowie's biopic that shouldn't have been made. So, when I hear they're making a movie about SNL in 1975, like the first season, what I'm worried about is how they're going to handle Chevy Chase. One day I was scrolling through YouTube and I found a YouTube video, like those Reddit YouTube videos, and sometimes they're legit and sometimes they're not. And the Reddit video was asking a question of like, who is like the worst actor of all time? Who's the worst person ever? And I heard about all the things Chevy Chase has done, from Community to SNL, and just being horrible behind the scenes. I've heard it all. So I'm kind of worried about how they're gonna handle him. It's a movie that's going to say all these actors were great, which some of them were. Dan Aykroyd is a very good example of being a very good actor. But Chevy Chase, I mean, look, from what I heard, he made SNL fun, but behind the scenes, not so much. He was probably very good on SNL with all of his skits, but behind the scenes, and again, I'm aware that some of you are going to come after me for my opinion and say, oh, you shouldn't say all this stuff about Chevy Chase. You don't know shit about Chevy Chase, Amy. You've never watched a Chevy Chase movie. I bet you never even watched Community. I don't need to watch something to know something. That's a lie. You do need to watch some things to know some things. But I've seen clips of Community, and every time I see Chevy Chase's character Pierce, I don't like him. He just gives me that I don't like him vibes, you know? I don't need to watch National Lampoon Christmas. I don't even watch National Lampoon movies. I don't need to watch those to know that Chevy's just probably horrible, behind the scenes. I don't watch SNL, the very beginnings of SNL, so I don't need to, know stuff. And again, the main point I'm trying to get across to you guys is that this is my opinion. And I was really scared at first to even upload this video, but that's the whole point of a reaction trailer, to react to it and give your opinion. And in my opinion, I'm kind of worried they're going to show Chevy Chase in a perfect light and say he was the perfect dude and he didn't cause any problems. But judging by that clip in the last scene of the trailer, maybe they will show that Chevy Chase was an asshole, but I don't know. Everyone was kind of mean to each other in that trailer, which, I mean, I don't blame them. They have 90 minutes until they had to air SNL, which, Also, Dan Aykroyd didn't release Ghostbusters until 1984. So he really was technically a nobody. And also, like 2 of his movies are SNL based. He was in Tommy Boy? Whatever. Coneheads and Blues Brothers. They're SNL stuff. Whew, I'm tired from talking so much. All right, closing thoughts. I'm excited for this movie. I'm not gonna watch it, although I am kind of hype about Jim Henson being in a biopic because we don't really have a Jim Henson biopic to my knowledge. Do we? No, I'm pretty sure that's the documentary about Jim Henson. Ooh, wait, no, I found something. Apparently, he was gonna get a biopic, but I don't think there's been any updates about it. I'm at low-key. No, wait, no. Yeah, there's nothing about this. I can't make a video about it. Ah, shit. There's an article about it from 2021, which is where that other thingy was from, but I don't think... Are they even gonna make this biopic? If they do, they should cast that Kaufman guy from the SNL sketch or whatever, the SNL movie or whatever. Anyways, I'm closing this video off. The next video, it's gonna be the Spider-Man analog horror video. I promise you, I'm not holding it off on purpose. I just started editing. I already edited the beginning intro of it. I already edited like the chapters, parts of it. I'm getting there, okay? I'm also aware that Project Britannica just released a new video, which is funny because maybe I really should have waited, but fuck me, I guess. So I will be reacting to that. Don't know when, but it's gonna come. So yeah, I'll just see you all then.